Yo, it's the Bootleg Kev Show. James Andre Jefferson Jr. is here with me. Baby. Real 92.3. LA, we got a special 2 guests with us.
Come on, man.
Fuel Fest is going down out here this weekend. I actually been to one Fuel Fest, James. Right. I went to the one in Phoenix. It was incredible.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
My artist Alexis is actually performing on Saturday, and he performed at the last one. So shout out to Alexis. Cody Walker and Tyrese
Alexis
is on with us. How you guys doing? First of all, let's just start with Fuel Fest and the idea, and because it is a hell of an experience. Like, Cody, was this your brainchild?
Yes, it was. I love cars. I love the culture. I'm a big car enthusiast. I love cars. I'm into the tuner cars, as my brother was.
Right.
Like a lot of people out there my age, like, franchise is really what got me into tuner cars. You know, I'm 15 years younger than my oldest brother, who's Paul. So it's cool. It's like they say, do what you love. So I created Fuel Fest. It was called something else before it was Fuel Fest, and Tyrese and I grabbed some lunch over at Red Lobster. And
wait, hold on, Cody.
Talking about this thing, and
Cody, hold on. You got to tell them that the first time you ever ate at Red Lobster was when I invited you there, bro. You cannot leave that out.
That was your first time with the biscuit.
Like, I looked at this dude like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, I've never been here." Like, I wanted to go like, "This is the most legendary place of all time."
What was your favorite thing at Red Lobster? Was it the biscuits?
Biscuits are good. We had some lobster biscuits too. It was
baby.
We had a little bit of everything. Tyrese couldn't get over the fact that I had never been there before.
So. That's kind of wild.
I wanted to make sure that I formally, you know what I mean, made the proper debut. So I ordered a bunch of shit that he couldn't even eat. He was just like, dude, okay, enough.
Why aren't they sponsoring this show already?
You have to know something. For Black people, some of the best decisions are made at Red Lobster. I married my woman based off a dinner at Red Lobster. So y'all did something with that one.
Hey, Tyrese, I see you got Hookah on the set over on the new Fast movie. I saw Ludacris was clowning. You got the Hookah set up on set. What's going on over there?
Wait, hold on, bro. Wait, hold on.
Oh, he been waiting to pull out the Hookah set. Don't play with him.
Don't play with me, man. I'm a grown ass man, bro. You know what I mean? I got away from my shit because we doing the interview, man. You know what I mean? If we gonna be mentioning Hookah, let's go on and get it going, baby.
There you go, right there.
Fuel Fest, okay? Let's go.
My guy's got the Hookah. Hey, so let's talk. Like, obviously, Cody, I saw in Arizona at Fuel Fest. You know, obviously Tyrese was there. Vin Diesel came out. You know, it's no secret that your brother, you know, and those guys, it was kind of like a brotherhood. It feels like the Fast and Furious family is very much so family. I know it's kind of cliche, the F is for family thing. But, you know, it seems as they're also embracing you as their brother as well. Like, you know, obviously with your brother passing, that was, what were you going to say, Tyrese?
No. I just want to make sure that you respectfully, you have to change the wording. You got to remove the word kinda. No. Yeah. That's my brother. Paul is my brother. Cody is my brother. Cody was my brother. Caleb was my brother before Paul ever passed. Like, we are literally brothers. And I don't want to tell you that the movie Four Brothers had multiracial, you know, people in it playing brothers.
But it did.
Like, but I'm telling you, like, it's not, you know, I know you guys are kind of brothers. And no. Cody Walker is my brother.
Yeah.
Cody Walker's mom and Paul's mom is my mom, and their father is my father. Like, we don't do this shit just for shits and giggles for cameras. You know what I mean? It's very real. So, like, I love Cody, but Cody could not afford for me to go and show up to 10 Fuel Fest if I was in it for the money. Like, what can I do to make sure that I use who I am and what I am as a family to make sure that we always show up for each other and pour into each other with anything that we're doing? I love Cody, and I know money he got, money I got. neither one of us could afford to fly Vin Diesel in on a private plane to show up to Fuel Fest in Arizona, let alone what he would charge to show up to some shit like that. We ain't got it. So this is like for real. And what Cody did, which I think is brilliant, like him and his brother discussed it in their own way. And he's like, look, not only am I going to keep the Reach Out Worldwide legacy alive, but everything about who my brother and my family is tied into the car culture, which is the house that he grew up in. Let's do something called Fuel Fest, because even the Fast and the Furious, beyond it showing up in theaters, a Blu-ray and DVD, it's still limited in scope pertaining to the actual car experience. So Fuel Fest is an extension of what the fans in the Fast and the Furious can't get unless you show up to a movie premiere.
Right.
So I just wanted to make sure I jumped in. You know, I'm not defending Cody. I just want to make sure that I do my part and say, like, for anybody who think that we out here doing this for shits and giggles on camera, I actually talk to Cody more often than anything that we got to do with business. You know what I mean? Like, we do this shit for real. It's family. So go ahead.
Right.
Yo, what up, man? We got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about our good folks at Blue Chew. That's right. Go to bluechew.com. Fellas, you know, sometimes you go through some stress, you go through a little anxiety, and your dick is not performing maybe how you'd like. It's called ED. A lot of guys go through ED. You could just be old as shit if you're watching this and your dick ain't working like it did when you were like 20. You know what I mean? Well, listen, Blue Chew, it is the wave. How about this? The same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis getting delivered right to your door in a chewable form, in discreet packaging. And the best part about it is it's all online. Zero awkward visits to the doctor's office. Zero. You go online, you sign up with the promo code BOOTLEG. That's right, BOOTLEG. When you check out, you will get the first month for free. All you got to do is pay $5 in shipping, and you're going to get 1 month supply of Blue Chew. All right, and you're going to be fucking like you were fucking never fucking before. Your dick's going to, I'm going to assume you're adding at least 1/4 of an inch of erection. That shit's going to be rocked up and socked up. All right, boys? So what you need to do, one more time, go to bluechew.com and use that promo code BOOTLEG and get your first month for free. BOOTLEG, promo code BOOTLEG on bluechew.com. Let's get back to the interview.
Right.
Hey, man,
And Cody, I know
grew
you
up
have
around these guys.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because how old were you when the first Fast movie was recorded? Because I was a child when that movie came
I was
out.
in 7th grade.
Makes sense. Yeah, I was probably knocking around. I'm 35, so I don't know how old you are, Cody. But I was
33, I'm about to be 34 in 12 days.
So we're around the same age when the first one came
No,
out.
hold on, Kevin.
Hold on, Cody.
He aged like a good white person.
This for you, Cody.
Turn it
Thank
up.
you. Appreciate it, bro.
Smoke one
Appreciate
for my
that.
brother.
Hey,
Really?
what is? I also know that there's a. I remember seeing that you have a charity that's worked in obviously with Fuel Fest, man. So kind of shed some light on that, Cody.
Yeah, so it's called Reach Out Worldwide. Paul's the founder. He founded it back in 2010 after the huge earthquakes in Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
since then, the organization has been on like 80 some odd missions, spanning the US and other parts of the world, helping people after natural disasters. So tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes, wildfires, you name it. That's what the organization does. It provides medical aid in developing countries, helps people get back in their homes here in the US. We're actually doing a bunch of rebuilds right now. Really cool opportunity came up for the organization. They got a new show with the Weather Channel that we're actually in the middle of filming right now. This is our little break. But we're rebuilding homes for people with little to no insurance that lost everything in floods, tornadoes, that sort of thing. So that'll be coming out in September. But yeah, Fuel Fest benefits Reach Out Worldwide. We've raised damn near $200,000 at this point for the charity. So it's been awesome to be able to have so much fun doing this. I love this. I get to get all my boys out. We have a blast, and then also give back at the same time. So it's a blessing. It's awesome.
You got a great lineup. So the LA Fuel Fest, you got Joyner Lucas, who's fucking on fire.
Oh, man.
One of the best MCs in the world.
Come on,
Obviously,
man.
my boy Simba. It's going to be a crazy show, but just for people who don't know, because like it is a very, it's like a very vast experience. Like you could go and not even know that there's performances happening because you're so wrapped up watching like drag races or just looking at crazy ass cars. Like what all, you know, for people who haven't been to Fuel Fest, what all like there's so much going on, bro. Besides the concert, obviously.
Dude, we call it a car and music festival. It's a celebrating car culture. So it doesn't matter if you're into tuner cars, classic cars, resto mod, like whatever. It's all there at the show. But it's not just a car show. It's huge stage, live music. As you said, Joyner Lucas, Simba is going to be on stage. And at Irwindale Speedway, you know, we call that's House of Drift. We're going to be using the speedway side. We're going to have drifting going on all day long, professional drifters, as well as.
And you know, we are in California, so we got to be clear: drifting in cars, not homeless people, not like drifters outside in North Hollywood.
Yes, drifting in cars. Thank you for clarifying that for everybody listening here.
There's a lot of drifters. I got 2 of them sleeping outside of my studio right now.
You call them drifters?
I mean,
what the hell is that?
in the 60s, they may have called them drifters. Anyway,
Wait,
continue.
no. I think they call them squatters.
Squatters.
Okay.
There it is.
Squat.
There
No,
it is.
not squalor. Squatting.
Squatters. Yeah, they're squatting.
They go inside an abandoned building or a house that's not, you know, that has nowhere. They just like set up shop and just be there.
Or just the sidewalk.
Hey, no, that's what I'm currently doing. I don't pay rent where I live. I just squat.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, when I come in town, you know what I mean? Send me that address.
I got you. Bring the hookah.
I sold my crib in LA and I ain't got nowhere. You know.
Tyrese, I'm curious, how is the filming going of the new Fast movie? Obviously, we saw a little bit of behind the scenes with Ludacris posting, but how is everything going, man?
Everything is cool, bro. You know, they kind of, this is different, but like this Fast and the Furious is the first one where they've made us all like sign NDAs and not be like showing anything, or like if I were to tell y'all who was on the set yesterday, I would break the internet from just even mentioning it. So couldn't take no pictures with them, couldn't do no videos behind the scene, like, yo, welcome to the fat. Like, it's like
so in other words, Will Smith's going to be in the new Fast and Furious.
Oh, come on, everybody. Congratulations.
No, sir.
I'm kidding.
Don't even try that.
Yeah. Who can you tell us this? Who's got the, like, is it the best trailer on set? Which trailer is the trailer to be at? Is it yours? Is it Luda's? Is it like Vince? Who's got the most lit trailer?
The 2 best trailers I've ever been in or been to visit ever in my life is actually owned by Will Smith and Vin Diesel. They got like these $3 million joints that you got to look up online to like see it to believe it. But yeah, as far as trailers, like one of the things that I've always done, and Cody will tell you this, like what Paul Walker's and Brian's and Vin Diesel's character do with bringing everybody to that dinner table in every movie that's kind of been around from the beginning. That's who I am in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody always ends up at my crib for all my backyard parties and events. You know, every time we do a movie or rap a movie, we always do rap parties in my backyard. But that's when I had my crib in LA and I just sold it. I was there for 10 years. But like, you know, I'm the guy that proudly carries that torch, like, you know, in real life, other than what we do in the movie. So, but yeah, I can't tell y'all nothing. Will Smith is not in the movie. And if he was, I would probably just like, don't say that, but, and he's the biggest movie star in the world, my big bro forever.
Come on now.
But yeah, we just got a level of star power and energy and guest appearances that's going to be crazier than anything we've ever done. And yeah, but I just want to tell y'all, Fuel Fest, which is happening the next couple of days.
Saturday. Right? June 4th.
Yeah,
June 4th, this Saturday.
No, thank you. It's okay. I'm trying to do a turn down service. We're live.
We are live.
Yeah, so Fuel Fest is this Saturday, and we want to make sure that y'all know that the Irwindale Raceway is where Fuel Fest will be. We're taking over the entire racetrack and the entire, function, period. And it was also proudly the racetrack that we started the entire opening scene of Fast 9 in.
Those back in time sequences.
Oh, wow. Okay.
At Irwindale Speedway.
So wow. It's like coming like full circle. Our first ever Fuel Fest was LA. And now to come back full circle and be doing Fuel Fest again, at the Irwindale, like everyone's going to show up. This is kind of the energy online. They like, oh my God, we're about to go to the racetrack where they like started and opened the whole Fast 9. And now to follow it and be doing Fuel Fest at the same location. Like this is it's already, I believe, our biggest attendance and energy. But just make sure y'all go to fuelfest.com and don't be sleep at the wheel, pun intended, and make sure that y'all get there to be a part of this moment. Live.
It's a great time.
Music, energy. Thank God, not even a child has ever fell and scraped a knee at one of our events. So we've been very, very blessed to like bring, this culture and this experience. And even when Vin showed up and surprised the whole world in Arizona, he was walking around like a big old kid. And then he brought his kids and put his son in the car with a drifter, which is like, yo, here's my son. Go show him what's really going on. Because at this point, when we do the Fast and the Furious, we can only do so much driving before we have to pass it off to the stunt drivers. So when Vin said to his son, who played him in Fast 9 as Baby Dom, and then he got in the car with a drifter, a professional drifter, and was in the car like, Now, what happened with Cody with Paul Walker has now happened with Vin's son, Vincent. And he's now got his own car. Hey, Cody, I wanted to tell you this crazy. Vincent, because of Fuel Fest, has now been building his first ever car in his garage.
Oh wow!
I saw that. It was like
we just put that up on Instagram a couple days ago, and then Vin was like, "You see this car right here? This is the car that my son has been building, and we ain't done with it yet. But now the car that my son has been rebuilding is now featured in Fast 10." I'm like, yo, this is too much, bro.
Oh man, no, he's taking to it hard.
I got two daughters, so I don't really think my daughter's gonna break a nail to be up in there trying to figure out an engine. But it's kind of crazy how it just continues to stay in the family and get passed on just amongst us, generation to generation. And I almost look forward to having my first son so that my son can get active in the Fast family in any capacity. You know what I mean?
What up, y'all? Hey, we got to stop the interview to tell you about our partners, the presenting sponsor of the Bootleg Head podcast, our family at Odd Socks. Man, they're dropping so much heat at Odd Socks right now. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use the promo code BootlegKev. One word, BootlegKev. You will save 20% off at checkout. Listen, they got the socks. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Ninja Turtles. I totally just dropped my mic flag. And then they got the Odd Socks Basics, which are just kind of like these boys. My favorites. I love the Odd Socks Basics. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, Odd Socks now has the underwear. That's right. Tapatio draws on that ass. Remember, oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code BootlegKev. Save 20% off at checkout. Let's get back to the podcast. Tyrese, did you ever think, way back in Too Fast, Too Furious, that we'd be to the 10th movie and there'd be Fuel Fest, and there's, you guys have a national show that people go to that, just love the franchise and they get a taste of it by going to Fuel Fest. Did you ever have any idea that it'd get to this point?
Listen, man, asking me that question is just like asking me to try and make sense of God. God doesn't make sense because he do what he wants to do. And, one of my favorite Bible scriptures is despise not small beginnings. So you may laugh at my chicken nugget, but in God's will, it becomes a whole chicken and it becomes a whole farm. So I don't think nobody from Fast 1 would ever even make the connection to Fast 2, let alone Fast 10. And irregardless of what we're doing and how long we've been doing it, all of us are in disbelief that the fans continue to show up and show up on the level that they do. For us to release Fast 9, and unlike every other movie studio out there, say, we're going to lose our ass if we go straight to theaters and not do streaming and theaters, and for us to be the most profitable movie release during the pandemic, because the fans don't really want to experience Fast and the Furious unless they see it in the theaters. That took a lot of balls on behalf of the studio, but it won and ended up winning big because we're like, we've only served our meal this way for 20 years. Right. And why would we go theater and streaming when we know the fans are only used to experiencing the Fast and the Furious this way? So we do not take the love for granted. Every time we start a Fast and the Furious, we're literally hugging each other on the set, looking around like, oh my God, we still have an opportunity to do this again. It doesn't matter what we're making, the size of our trailers or the box office receipts. We're like, oh my God, 22 years ago, Paul, Vin, because I wasn't in 1, I started in 2. Paul, Vin, Jordana, and the whole crew started this journey, and here we are 22 years later now, still dancing, and now we got Fuel Fest. It's kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah, hey Cody, we're old. He just aged us 22 years later.
No, it's so wild. It's so
crazy,
wild,
man.
Well, look, hey, I'm looking forward to Fuel Fest. I'll be there on Saturday. People can get their tickets at fuelfest.com.
Fuelfest.com. Right. Grab them now. They'll be more expensive at the door.
Bring the family. It's a family event.
The whole family, kids under 12 are free. This is a family event. We want everyone to be able to come out and have a good time. There's something for everybody.
Kids under 12 years old can get in free. So if you got 6 of them and they about 12 and under,
about 12,
gotta pay, daddy gotta pay, but your 6 kids, including the kids in the stroller, open the door, let them in, because they could be the next star of Fast and the Furious. They just need to be exposed to the culture, and magic happens.
Fuel Fest.
There's going to be a lot of 16-year-olds saying they 12 that day. I'll tell you that.
Hey, Tyrese.
You know how we roll. Yeah, I'm 12.
I'm 12. I'm just big.
Man, you drove here, bro.
Yeah, you drove here, bro. You got a full beard. You are not 12. Stop playing. That's a full beard. Stop
Tyrese, randomly, before we let you guys go, Baby Boy is one of my favorite movies ever. Has there been any talks of doing a sequel or maybe some sort of spin-off on Baby Boy?
We'll talk about that in another interview. I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yeah. I'm not willing to lie to you, but
okay.
Talk about that in another time.
I'll take that. I just wanted to get that tidbit in.
Listen, fuelfest.com. Cody, it hurts my feelings when you say that, but it's true. If you don't get your tickets online, when you get to the door, it's going to be way more expensive.
There it is.
Fuelfest.com. Get your tickets now. Get as many tickets as you want. And then, Cody, do we still have any slots left for people that had their cars featured at the show? Or we sold out? What we doing?
It is so tight. We are sold out of certain ones. There's maybe a few left for regular car registration, but it's a
What's the
packed
craziest
show.
car, Cody, that you know is going to be there? Like, just off the top of your head, what's the wildest car that we're going to probably see, in your opinion?
That's like asking me, oh man, that's impossible for me to say. The reason why is because
Morgan Freeman is God. Continue. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, it depends on like what you mean by that. If you're talking about like expensive cars,
Expensive.
Koenigsegg's, Paganis, all that stuff, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million cars, those will be there.
There's a $5 million car.
That's crazy. So my Ford Fusion Hybrid 2017 won't qualify to be part of this, right?
Yes, for sure though. That's the thing that's so great about the show is we have super exotic high-end stuff, but we also cater to the enthusiast crowd.
Nobody wants to see your Ford Fusion, bro.
At the show too. Everybody's out there. It's truly celebrating like all of that stuff, because that's really my style. I like the grassroots, I like the cheaper cars that you can mod the crap out of. Like that's what
like I really
love. I'm a like blue collar guy. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of those super crazy cars. It's like that's not something that's ever attainable for me. Like why would I?
In other words, bring your tricked out Dodge Neon to Fuel Fest.
Make sure your camera tinted windows
bring
are
it
there.
out. I want to see it.
Yeah. Wait. What's the name of your car again, bro?
A Ford Fusion Hybrid 2017.
Now I don't want to see that car. but
hold on, bro.
But it's okay. I don't want to see that car.
Part.
But you should bring that car. You know what I'm saying? Like
and park it outside and then come into Fuel Fest
as a 12-year-old.
I want to tell you something.
I don't want to see the Fusion. I don't want to see it. But you should bring the Fusion. You know what I mean? That's just not my personal type of car.
And pay for general parking.
See the Fusion.
But I'm so glad you brought up the fact that you drive a Fusion. So we've got a pro drifter who's been a part of multiple of our shows. His name's Matt Sopa. The dude has a Ford Fusion that he's converted to rear-wheel drive, and he put the Coyote 5.0 liter V8 in it out of a Ford Mustang. And the whole reason for doing so is he wanted a 4-door Mustang. So
what's his name?
It's the most outrageous stuff, but that's the kind of stuff that I love.
Hey, shout out to Matt. That's his name, Matt?
Matt Sopa.
Matt Sopa's got a lot of fucking time on his hands, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what all that meant.
Hey, Cody, can we do this live right now and say that we're gonna let our brother right here ride and drift in the car with Matt, because they got the connection to the same type of car, even though his is tricked out. Can we get you in the car with Matt to drift around? Can we get that done?
Let's do it.
I'm with it.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we're there.
All right, so
with my Ford Fusion.
We too grown to be doing pinky promises, but you got a pinky promise.
There it is.
Drift in the car with Matt. We got
done.
Come on now.
Well, appreciate you guys for your time. I know you're over in the UK, Tyrese, and Cody. We'll see you this weekend.
See you guys there.
Enjoy that hookah, man.
Wait. Who said I wasn't gonna be there, bro?
I didn't. I mean, well, look. I mean, I'm trying to save some surprises. Are you gonna be there?
I mean, that ain't none of your business, bro.
All right,
I like how you came at him and then say ain't none of your business.
I mean,
but don't say I'm not gonna be there though.
Yeah.
Don't count me out, bro. It's called an airplane, bro. Don't even hold on, man. It's called an
okay. We'll see what happens. All right, Tyrese, Cody, appreciate your guys' time.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for having us on,
Thank you for
baby.
the opportunity.
FuelFest.com, baby. We'll see y'all there on Saturday. God bless.
All right, guys.